Cowboys and Giants put up 41 points in the fourth quarter yesterday. It starts here. Giants down 4, 4th and 4. Someone told me Russell Wilson was cooked.
Yes, that was me, Redick.
Woo!
See you,
Russ. He meant Russ is going to cook, not that he is cooking.
Wandale Robinson, how did he get this open?
Corner over the top? No, there is no top.
Giants
just run through it.
Now the Cowboys have a 4th and 4 with the game on the line, and it's Dak for Jalen Tolbert. This was a huge conversion, gets them back in Giant territory. Now we're in the final minute of regulation. How about George Pickens in the corner of the end zone?
Coming through. They wanted to distribute the ball a little bit more evenly between CD and Pickens for this game. Great catch by Pickens.
We still have so much to come. That's in the final minute. The Giants get the ball back. 33 seconds left in regulation. What's the one thing you can't let happen, Rex?
How about vertical passing game?
How about
hey, what a surprise. He throws a punt up there. Boom! There he goes.
No!
He's watching. Get behind the guy.
Amazing.
It doesn't matter.
Look at this catch.
This catch is crazy.
He can't even see it.
He can't see it. That Neighbors is unreal.
9 catches, 167 yards, 2 touchdowns, but they left 14 seconds in the game. And that's all they would need because they have Brandon Aubrey.
Oh,
Just got to get to the star.
Shefty, what do we say about Brandon Aubrey?
He has become as automatic as the tush push. 64 yards. He nails it. 64 is the new 54 because field goal kickers seem to make these kicks all the time.
So now we're in overtime, and all of a sudden both offenses just stop, and it appears this game's going to end in a tie. And then for reasons known only to him, Russell did this.
A little too much cooking. Yeah.
Told you he was done.
He threw for 450 yards, but this one, not sure if it's a miscommunication with Neighbors or what it is, but now we're going the other way. The very next Cowboys play is Dak for Pickens, who had 5 catches for 68 yards. This one, 27, puts them within Brandon Aubrey's range. Now, if you're on the field, it's his range.
You cross the logo, you're in his range.
This is going to make it even easier, a 14-yard gain. And I want you to watch, as Dak takes the slide, watch Aubrey hit this. It almost looks like he's hitting it, if you're a golfer, like he's hitting like a little chip shot. And that's when they say chip shot, that's literally what they mean. How easy does he make that look? 4 for 4 on the day for Aubrey. All celebrations, and Jerry Jones and his friends. Cowboys win an overtime thriller, 40-37. After the game, here's Sharpe on his kicker.
51-yard field goal. Yeah. 44-yard field goal. Yeah. 64-yard field goal. Yeah. Wait, in overtime with the walk-off. 46 yards.
Great job, Shannon.
Good for him, right?
Awesome.
Good for him,
That's
good
awesome.
for them, all the rest of that stuff. But let's dive into this game in as many ways as we can. It was ridiculously entertaining. But, Rex, if we're looking at the Dallas Cowboys, who traded away Micah Parsons 2 weeks ago and then allowed that to happen to their defense, what do we say?
Yeah, no, I mean, it was abysmal. Like, I'm sorry, but Russell Wilson, he was cooked, at least week 1.
Yeah.
Seemed like it. He comes out, throws for 450 yards. Like, this is ridiculous. But they couldn't play any zone coverage whatsoever. Like, protect the deep ball for crying out loud. Do something. Of 0 pass rush. The guys are so open. I can make throws against that dang defense. So, to me, Dallas has got, I mean, they can't play defense. And Matt Eberflus or whatever, dude, this just in. Malik Neighbors is pretty damn good. Maybe we should at least have somebody, challenge him at the line of scrimmage and play somebody over top of him instead of just letting them free release and run through our damn defense. You can't play zone. You can't play anything.
2 defenses here. First of all, the Cowboys didn't need Micah Parsons, and they felt like the team was going to be better without him, better chance to win the Super Bowl. But I don't know too many teams are going to win a Super Bowl allowing 37 to the Giants at home. Now Matt Eberflus takes that defense to Chicago to play his former team in Caleb Williams on Sunday. And the New York Giants, weren't they supposed to have this great defense with all these pass rushers?
Oh, my God. They stink, too.
Well, 2 defenses with a lot of flaws right now.
Really weird game in a variety of ways. How about on the other side of it? I mean, Russell Wilson, Shefty telling us in the morning, Russell with the Giants' plan is to leave him out there. Should that be their plan? At this point, I mean, he obviously, despite the terrible interception at the end, you're leaving him out there on the field, right?
Absolutely. He's definitely bought himself a runway. There's no question. When you're able to souffle that Dallas Cowboys defense,
I like that.
You like that, right? Yeah. And like, Malik Neighbors is a star.
Yeah.
Him and Wandale Robinson were absolutely cooking the Dallas Cowboys defense. But listen, Russ was doing everything right. That one interception.
Right.
Was huge, was absolutely huge in this game.
Yeah, and that's the first interception this Cowboys defense forced in the past 2 weeks, and that's not really forced.
Even forced, yes.
Yeah, even forced,
yeah. His play.
Yeah, and I'm telling you, without Micah, what they're seeing now, they're seeing maybe their secondary isn't that good because he was making them even better. So that's exposing other problems.
A lot of those guys were jumping routes, knowing that the quarterback, didn't have time because Micah was applying all that pressure. Now we're starting to see the truth.
That's why you always take a great pass rusher over a great corner any day of the week. A corner can play one guy. A pass rusher affects every single pass. And that's why, of course, I said it's the dumbest trade in the NFL history. I'll still stand by.
By the way, while we've been sitting here having this conversation, there were 3 more accepted penalties in that game. There were 26 accepted penalties in that game yesterday. 14 from the Giants, 12 from the Cowboys. Not the most watchable, but it turns out to be the most entertaining game of the day. And a quick final word again on Brandon Aubrey. Shefty loves kickers. That guy is ridiculous.
Well, we've seen some incredible kicking performances, and he's become such a weapon now that you almost have to account for him, knowing that once you get across midfield, this guy's going to make it. He became the first kicker ever to send the game to overtime on the last play from 64 yards, then win it on the final play in overtime. He is unbelievable, and he makes it look, to your point, so effortless.
Yeah, I haven't heard of a defense altering their plan because of a kicker, and this would be very, very new because you're not. So you play a certain way in a 2-minute situation, but you're not going to play more aggressive. If you play more aggressive because of the kicker and you're on the logo, then you can hit it deep. This guy is. If he creeps into the minds of how you play defense, that's how valuable this guy is.
The fact they willingly settled for a 64-yarder at the end of regular. They weren't trying to gain more yards. 64 yards is in, and does not find that excruciating to watch when they line up in that. I don't know why they didn't get rid of it. So that's one of the 2 huge stories of the day, is the Chiefs starting out 0-2. Shefty, maybe the bigger one comes from Cincinnati.
Well, listen, the Chiefs are 0-2, but they might be in a position that is even better than the Cincinnati Bengals, who oddly enough are 2-0 for the first time since 2018 and have lost their quarterback. Now, we don't know exactly how long he's going to be out, but he's going to be out, and there's the real possibility that it's going to be an extended period, possibly even for the season. They're still going over the images of his MRI. They're still looking at the turf toe injury he suffered yesterday. But if he needs surgery, and that's certainly a real possibility, if that happens, he will be out a minimum of 3 months. So we are now on September 15th. 3 months from now will be December 15th. That puts us at the end of the season. Who knows whether they would be alive in the chase for a playoff spot if Joe Burrow is out until December 15th. And you hate to see any quarterbacks go down, but Joe Burrow has taken a beating throughout his entire career. There are a litany of injuries that he's had to fight through from the moment he was drafted. In 2020, it was all the knee injuries when he was getting hammered in the pocket. There was the right wrist injury in 2023. Now there's the turf toe with the full extent of the damage, and the time is still to be determined.
And every football player, I was watching the game with all of you guys after Countdown yesterday, every one of them said turf toe is the worst named injury in the world because it makes it sound like nothing, but it's actually an incredibly severe, painful, and significant injury, and it could cost the Bengals and their quarterback the season. Rex, what's your first takeaway?
Yeah, look, I've seen careers ended on turf toe. All right, Bart Scott, Jonathan Ogden, who's only a first ballot Hall of Famer.
Right.
This thing it's no joke, especially when you're a quarterback and things. But I think there's a bigger problem here. I think the problem is you've got these weapons and all that. That's great. How about we prioritize protecting our quarterback? It drives me crazy. You get all these five guys out in the route. They don't protect the damn quarterback. And so Cincinnati, you've done it since this kid came in the league. All right, we get it. He's a phenomenal talent. Let's go protection first with this guy. You've got 2 great edge guys. How many damn wideouts you need out there? So to me, they got to take a deep dive at themselves and say, we're going nowhere without this quarterback.
You know, first thing for me is like, I think of last year how they wasted an all-time great season, and now we find ourselves in a situation again where the quarterback is going to miss significant time. And just to echo what you talk about, Rex, like none of these weapons mean anything if you can't keep your guy upright on the field. None of it. Yeah. You've poured all this money into your receiving core, but the most fundamental thing, as far as blocking, protecting your quarterback, you're failing.
You want to see him play. You want to see Joe Burrow play, but I mean, injury prone is what he's been. It's obviously what he is now. I mean, Browning is capable. I mean, but it's can they even compete now for that division? It's going to be very hard for the Bengals.
Hembo pointed out their pass block win rate per ESPN research since Joe Burrow came into the league: 29th and 20, 30th and 21, 30th and 22, 27th and 23, 32nd and 24, 28th this year.
There it is. It's as simple as that. And that's a recipe to getting this brilliant young player beat up and their season right now hanging by a thread. We're just getting started as we continue.